Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Another shooting. Another shooting. Another fatality. Here we go again. Ice strikes again. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Payne. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Hello, Darcy. What's up? Wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. This is sad. They're out there killing our citizens in Minnesota. Ice on ice. Ice is killing us. Now I'm going to lie and say the guy had a gun on him. We will see, won't we? Hello, Demon Dictator. Hi, Layla T Show. You seen my What's Up? I have a tarot reader who wants to do a show on Sunday. And if there's any new information, I'm down for it. Let's do it, Demon Dictator. What time will you be? It's cold in Texas. I got my sweater on. It's cold. It's got ice on the ground. So Demon Dictator and I are going to do a tarot reading on Sunday at 3:00. Let's do it at 3:00.
Tell us what the situation is like where you are and if there's any new information.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Sunday it is, Demon Dictator. Yeah, wouldn't that be a good time? What time is good for her? I'm available. Ice strikes again. Ice strikes again. Ice killed another citizen, United States citizen. Said the guy had a gun and shot him. I don't know the details, but I will be bringing it up. Huh? Okay, yeah, send me the video, honey.
Another two on the ground.
Fucking cowards! Fucking Nazis! Fucking Nazis!
One of those protesters has been, at least one has been pepper sprayed directly in the face.
Pepper spray directly in his face. Wow. Pepper spray right in his face while he's on the ground. There was a fatality. I'm trying to get to it, guys. The video is coming.
We're down nearly a full 2 blocks from
hey guys,
the initial intersection.
Yep, come on. That she was on the ground this way. All right. You're the terrorist.
All right, here we go.
Keep saying it to yourself. Right.
Okay, guys, I got a
the order of
copy
events
of the
here.
shooting. It's coming.
The order of events here
I
is that the federal government
Give me a
shot and killed
sec.
a second person in the south side of Minneapolis this morning. That's being confirmed by Minneapolis police.
Okay, Demon Dictator, thank you so much.
Protesters come out to demonstrate against the federal government shooting and killing their fellow
I'm snowed
community
in
members,
too.
people who live here.
We could do 1 o'clock. I shoot another. Here, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. ICE shoots another citizen and kills them. Another fatality.
We have a very serious development this morning. Yet another CBP or ICE-involved shooting has occurred in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A video circulating on the internet right now shows multiple masked agents shooting a man in what appears to be point-blank range. There remains a lot of unknowns regarding this shooting, and I want to preface this video by saying a lot is going to come out in the next several hours. But the video, which I'm going to show you later in this clip, in this video, is horrific. No matter what the story is, the video is horrific. Protesters have now gathered at the scene of the shooting, and lawmakers are actively condemning the shooting as we speak, from Governor Walz to Senator Klobuchar and Senator Tina
No,
Smith.
what's sad is
This
people are
is a very
dying
serious
for
update.
protesting.
Make sure to like, comment.
That's what I think. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, Marcy, of course. But I don't see them interfering with anything. I see them protesting. It's our right to protest against things that we think that are unlawful. So that doesn't mean that ICE agents should go around shooting people. Okay, thank you, Demon Dictator. I appreciate it.
Comment, share, and subscribe. I know it's hard to like videos like this, but that's the only way it gets pushed in the algorithm so more people can see. And if you want to support my work, subscribe to my Substack by clicking the link below. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you right now, this is a major trigger warning. I'm going to show you the video of the shooting that was.
Let me put on my banner.
First captured by a local individual in a donut shop across the street of where this shooting occurred. Now, I want to emphasize that this is a major trigger warning because this shooting video is very difficult to watch. Very difficult. No matter what happened, it is very difficult to watch. Here it is.
Too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you
Oh,
kidding
my
me,
God. He was already on the ground.
Again, are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead.
They killed him.
Yo, we need people on.
You hear the people recording the video say, they killed that guy. Yo, that guy is dead. That is what happened on the ground in Minneapolis, Minnesota within the past hour or so.
I'm
now,
confused.
We're still getting more information as to the circumstances concerning the shooting, and I don't want to jump to any conclusions right away as a reporter. It's important for me to be very diligent in a situation like this. But I do
need people on.
You hear the people.
Look at this. He's on the ground. They're hitting him.
Oh,
a gunshot.
What the?
And look, the agent starts running. The agents start running. What you running for? You shot him. Let me replay it.
Mommy, look outside.
Did you see the snow? Whoa, look at that ice.
Let's go.
No, it's so cold and you'll slip and fall.
Oh, let's
It's sleep.
look up.
I see. You didn't see it earlier? I thought you yeah. It's not really snow. It's more sleep.
She said, let's go.
The snow's coming though. We're gonna get some snow.
Let's go, Kara. Let's watch it again. The guy is already on the ground. Picture it. He's already on the ground. He's already subdued by 5 or 6 men. And then you see one guy hitting him on the side. Boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden you hear a gunshot. Pow. The guy is already on the ground. Why are they shooting someone that's already subdued? This is this bull crap that's going on in America, on America's streets right now. We're under siege. We are under siege. Guys on the ground. Guys on the ground. This guy walks over there and starts hitting him.
Oh,
There's
shit.
a gunshot.
What the fuck?
Did you see that shit? Did you see that? They just killed him in cold blood. They killed him in cold blood. Listen to the gunshot.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Killed him.
They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you
Killed
fucking
him.
kidding me, dude? Not again! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit! What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again! Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead. Yo, we need people on.
You hear the people.
Where is our police officers? Where are the men, real men in blue and white? Okay? Where is our real police officers? Why are they allowing this to go down? Why are these thugs on our streets allowed to do this? Why are these thugs on our streets allowing to just shoot Americans? That was the sixth person they have killed this year. This year. First it was Karen, Renee. First it was Renee. Now they're trying to investigate Renee. How are you going to investigate her and she is the one that was killed? This is happening in our streets when we're going through a winter storm. This is bad.
Recording the video say, they killed that guy. Yo, that guy is dead. That is what happened on the ground in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
He was on
within the past
ground.
hour or so. Now, we're still getting more information as to the circumstances concerning the shooting, and I don't want to jump to any conclusions right away as a reporter. It's important for me to be very diligent in a situation like this. But I do want to scroll back a bit, because if you see, there is another woman there standing there in the corner, right over here. I'm going to show you right there, that lady in pink behind where the shooting occurred. If you zoom in on that lady in pink, it does show that she was actively recording what was happening. It's tough to see from this angle, but I have
There
a
should be
zoomed in
another
version for
video
you that
angle
I
somewhere.
created that I want to show you, because she was also recording, and there's another angle apparently of the shooting. Take a look. Let me show you. I'm just going to pull it up right now. This is a zoomed in version. As you can see, she had her phone out, likely recording the incident as it happened, the shooting as it happened. And if we go back to the video, you can see, I'm going to fast forward it, she kind of goes away. Once it happens, it seems like she runs away to the side. Let me show you.
Everybody's running.
Over there, you see, look to the left. She's seemingly running away a little bit. And that makes sense, because presumably Department of Homeland Security officers, based on what I understand, would have wanted to capture her phone and ultimately embargo that video clip, whatever that is. That video clip still has not been released. I'm told that it very well could be released in the coming hours, but ultimately this is a very, very horrific scene, a very, very horrific situation.
Kill
Now,
this
let's take a
guy.
look at what
You
lawmakers
see
are
that?
saying following the
What justification is this bullshit? You can't justify that man being on the ground and being shot to death by ICE agents. These are thugs running around in our streets, all in the name of law. Come on, guys. These ICE agents have come on our streets and wreaking havoc and killing our citizens. Killed another citizen. How many more people are we going to kill? Are they going to be able to kill? How many more people is going to have to lose their lives all in the name of ICE? How many more? How many more people? What's going to happen? ICE is going to come in everybody's neighborhood that lives in the United States. So those of you that don't want to hear it and pretend like, oh, it's their fault that they're getting killed, keep watching. Keep watching, keep listening, keep looking through your neighborhood and watch how they come knocking on your door. Then what? Then what'd he do? These agents are thugs. They're killing our citizens. He went, pow, shot him, dead. Had him on the ground. What was the reasoning for bringing out the gun anyway?
shooting. Governor Tim Walz says, I just spoke with the White House after another horrific shooting by federal agents this morning. Minnesota has had it. This is sickening. The president must end this operation. Pull the thousands of violent, untrained officers out of Minnesota.
I just spoke with the White House after another horrific shooting by federal agents this morning. Minnesota has had it. This is sickening. Sickening. This is barbaric. This is, you can't get it no worse than this. The president must end this operation. Pull the thousands of violent, untrained officers out of Minnesota now. Why won't he do that? Why is he letting the citizens of the United States be killed by a regime he created? When is America going to wake up and see the devastation and see that we are being killed and murdered on our streets? When will it be enough? They keep getting away with murder. Pow, pow. Kill on sight. Throw a tear gas at you. It's been enough. It's been enough. Renee shouldn't have been a casualty, but she was, and they're doing nothing about her murder. Nothing. Zero. Zilchy do. What if that was someone you knew? What if you knew that person? It looked like a protest. You couldn't tell. They had the guy on the ground, so he wasn't armed. The guy was not armed. If you got 5 agents hitting you and beating you because one was hitting him, this is brutality.
Now, we have another reaction from Senator Amy Klobuchar. Quote, there has been another shooting involving federal agents in Minneapolis, and I'm working to get more information. To the Trump administration and the Republicans in Congress who have stood silent, get ICE out of our state now. Another one from Senator Tina Smith, the other Democratic senator. Quote, another catastrophic shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents. We are gathering more information, but ICE must leave now so MPD can secure the scene and do their jobs. As you can see, they've called this a catastrophic shooting, a horrific shooting. This was horrific. This was catastrophic. I want you to take a listen to Status Quo News is on the ground right now. Here's what they're seeing.
Stiskowski reporting on the south side of Minneapolis for Status Quo in conjunction with the Midas Touch Network. We are near the intersection of 26th Street and Nicolay here on Minneapolis's south side, where a crowd of protesters has gathered and started building this barricade across the road.
Word on the curb is he got shot more than once. It wasn't like a pow and send me another one. That's another one, honey.
Yeah, they just showed up. That's the same video he was showing you. But look, he's down. He's down.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's an execution.
Oh. You know, and we're watching this in real time, guys. In real time. No more chocolate. No more chocolate. Did you hear it, CC? Let me see that again. Oh, you sending it to me? If Megan sends me one more email of as ever in her products, I'm going to call over there and tell them, take me off your email list. First of all, I never wanted to be on the list. 5 shots. Pow, pow, pow. He's on the ground. He's dead. He's dead. They executed him right there on the ground. They shot him. And then when they shot him, they spattered like thugs.
Alex, stand by for a second.
Tell us.
Okay, I'm on it, guys. He's got shot more than once. Let's hear what the rest he has to say, and then I'll show you this new footage.
Well, just here, off to the side, John, if you can take and show that, we're seeing state authorities, state and local police taking up positions here, blocking these protesters from that intersection because of, I want to emphasize here that nothing is confirmed yet, but because news is circulating among the activist community here in Minneapolis that federal immigration agents shot another person. This is separate from Renee Good's shooting earlier this month. A new shooting today is the
while he was on the ground.
Rumor that is circulating among the activist community. I spoke to several people down here, none of whom were on scene for the alleged incident when it happened, but some people who did confirm for me that an ambulance was here on scene, which has since departed. Behind these local authorities that you see there with the yellow sleeves, beyond them is federal immigration enforcement agents who were firing tear gas into this crowd not a few minutes ago. John and I have already been around to 3 different sides of this intersection, and the crowd of protesters has only grown in that time. Right now, leading chants of whose streets? Our streets.
Whose streets?
This was a city that was already on edge, that some people down here had described to me as feeling backed into a corner by the federal immigration.
These, what he's showing you right now is kind of what the Tribune was saying, that State Patrol actually quickly arrived at the scene, urging people to avoid the area. They put up those barricades, those yellow kind of caution tape, to avoid having the protesters near ICE and CBP agents who are on the ground. Folks, this is another horrific day in the United States of America. And I'm going to provide you more updates as it comes in on this page. So make sure to come back and click on it, and you'll have updated videos, updated text, because this is a very fast moving event. We obviously don't know what really happened, like the full story. We see the video is horrific, and we need all the information, and I'm working on getting it. I'm speaking to folks on the ground right now. I'm speaking to folks who witnessed the shooting. This is a horrific day in the United States of America. I'm saddened to even have to be reporting on this, and my heart breaks for this person who was shot and their family. We don't have any confirmation as to their status right now. What we do know is that they have been taken to the hospital. So more updates for you soon. Spread the word. More updates coming.
Remember this lady? Remember how they yanked her out of her car?
By now, you've probably seen this video from Minneapolis, a woman being dragged from her car while driving through a protest against President Trump's immigration crackdown. She was arrested 2 blocks from where an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good a week before. You heard her screaming, "I'm disabled," as agents carried her by her arms and her legs from her own car. Tonight, we know her name, Alia Rahman. And in just a minute, you'll hear from her for the first time in an exclusive interview. Alia says she was never part of the protest that day. She was simply just trying to go to her doctor's appointment. But in a statement, the Homeland Security Department called Rahman a, quote, agitator, adding she, quote, ignored multiple commands by an officer to move her vehicle away from the scene. She was arrested for obstruction. The Minneapolis Police Chief, Brian O'Hara.
Guys, we're under siege. We are under attack. We are under attack, guys. Okay? We are under serious attack in our own backyard by a whole bunch of thugs that Donald Trump has deployed to Minnesota. We are under attack. We are under attack. This gentleman got killed on the ground. We're at ground zero. This is some real deal meal stuff going on. Oh, it was me. To wake up the world. Wake up, everyone. This is really, really sad. Another American has been killed on his soil, on American soil, by a whole bunch of thugs in suits in the name of law enforcement. We're under siege. And it's time for the Democrats to act. Unlike Auntie Mickey now, it's time for them to act. It's time for us to do something. Enough of the chit chat, rat a bat, give a dog a bone. They're out here killing people. And it's getting worse. It's almost like Donald Trump has given them the green light to go for it. Go for it. Kill them if they get in your way. Here we go.
I have some video to show you now. I have to warn you, this is graphic.
Trigger warning.
It is very hard to tell what exactly is happening in the video
Trigger
that I'm about
warning.
to show you. We don't know what happened before the video was taken. This video is graphic. Let me show you what we've got.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Look, he's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's a white guy. He's hitting him for no reason. Oh!
What you hear at the end of that appear to be
Did you
gunshots.
see him shoot him?
Senator Tina Smith has just posted another catastrophic shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents.
He
We're
was
gathering more
sitting
information,
down
but ICE
and
must
he
leave
shot
now
him.
so Minneapolis Police Department can secure the scene
Shot
and do their
him.
job. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty has posted.
Here it is.
What the?
What you hear at the end of that
He unloaded on him.
What the?
What you hear
I
at the end
saw
of
the
that
shooter. Here he is, right here, over here.
What the?
Oh my!
What you hear at the end of that appear to be gunshots. Senator Tina Smith has just posted.
What happened was one guy shot him, and then another guy pulled out his gun and started shooting. That's what the hell I just saw. Did you see that? Guys, did you see that? Did you see where he was shot and then another officer pulls out a gun and starts shooting him too? They unloaded. It was like Marine said, a firing squad. It was a firing squad. This is disturbing on every level. This is disturbing on every level. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. They shot him, babe, twice, about 2, 3 different officers.
What the?
What you hear at the end of that appear to be gunshots.
There's a lady in front of
Tina
him that
Smith has
gets
just
all
posted
the
another
video.
catastrophic shooting in Minneapolis
We don't
by
have our
federal
video
agents.
yet.
We're gathering more information, but ICE must leave now so Minneapolis Police Department.
This is what I don't understand. What the hell are they still doing there? Why does the mayor of the city still have them in his city? How come he hasn't fought to get them out? What the hell? We rely on our officials, but they ain't doing right about now. What is the mayor? Somebody else has just got killed in your city. You ain't got it under control. Trump can't get to those who oppose him and decided to authorize willful murder of the residents and citizens. Michelle Lee. It's sad. It's sad. I don't care if a person is protesting. There's no excuse for this violent behavior. It's sad. And then he pulls out his gun and starts shooting.
What you hear at the end of that?
These motherfuckers has lost it. They've lost it. These bastards have lost it. They're shooting us. There are thugs. These are thugs on our streets. These are not agents. These are militants that's running around terrorizing the streets of Minnesota. Who's going to speak up for these people? Who speaks up for these people? It's not about immigration. This has stopped being about immigration a long time ago. It stopped being about immigration a long time ago. They are attacking the citizens of the United States of America and gunning them down in the streets. It is now about the citizens of America that are being gunned down in our streets. Everybody should be outraged. Stop justifying this bullshit. Okay? Stop justifying it. Just like Maggot, when she was justifying her case, how she lost because she didn't know. No, bitch, you lost because you're stupid, dumb, and ignorant. That's why you lost. Yeah. That's why you lost, because you're not with all your scruples. Okay? You lost because you never was going to win, trying to say I'm confident. No, I'm not that person. I just know what's right and what's wrong. And you're wrong and a liar. Yes, you're a liathon. Just like these ICE agents running around being thugs. She's a thug just like them. No, I didn't see a firearm. Stop the lying. If you didn't see another gun, did you see that person with a gun? No, you did not. He was sitting on his knees and they shot him sitting down in a fetal position. You can't justify that. I don't mind you guys having your opinions. I love them. But it's not going to be a fake-a-do. That man was armed. That man was not armed. He was sitting on his knees. They shot him in cold blood. It was really disturbing to watch. Should we see it again? He was sitting on his knees. He was not in a position to shoot anyone, and he was not in a position to fight anyone. He was on the ground, and it was 5 or 8 agents warping around him. What could he possibly could have done that could have did damage to them? Not a damn thing. Those agents were thugs, shot an unarmed man. That's what happened. That's what I saw. And it blows my mind how people like to show me something different as if I didn't see it. Just like January 6th. January 6th was the worst thing, that one of the worst things that happened to our Capitol. You had Donald Trump's thugs at the Capitol trying to take over. The nerve of him to let them go. Just like he's going to treat these ICE agents as, oh, they're doing their job. He did this and he did that. No, he was murdered on the streets of Minneapolis. He was murdered by thugs. These are untrained thugs. Had no right into killing this gentleman. Dragged him on the ground, put him on the ground, then started beating him. One guy started beating him. Already on the ground, but just beating him. Mad because he probably told them to F to him themselves or something like that. Freedom of speech. The freedom of speech got him killed? Is that what happened? Are we justifying ICE's position? This is a bunch of BS. The guy was on the ground. These agents took out guns and shot him like a firing squad, like he wasn't shit, like he wasn't a person, like he wasn't a human being. They're gun triggery happy. Pow, 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 pow. Look how he just got killed on the streets. Watch it.
They're doing too much, man. And
Look,
they're pushing
look.
people, you know?
He's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. Now someone's hitting him. And then, bam. And
What you
then
hear at
let's
the end of
just
that appear to
unload
be
on him.
gunshots.
Oh, what the?
How many times are we going to watch that? How many times are we going to watch it and listen to the naysayers lie and say that, oh, it was all his fault? How many of the naysayers are going to continue to talk about how it was all his fault when those thugs let in on him? If I sound a little agitated, it's because I am. Because I'm tired of seeing us being killed on the streets of America. Because we have a thugless president, a thug president of the United States of America that is justifying this behavior and okaying it. He created a new group of people to come after the people that don't like him. Just what Marine said. 1 o'clock is perfect, demon dictator. All right, I will make a video, I will make a thumbnail for her. So I'm looking forward to it. Very much so, demon dictator. Thank you so much for always looking out for the channel, girlfriend, always supporting me. Now, I know this subject isn't our favorite subject, but I'd be damned if I'm not going to talk about something that's happening in my country that's devastating. It is not okay to kill human beings. It is not okay to start shooting people. We are watching this. It should be disturbing to us all. They need to get the hell out of there, Michelle Lee. Those people need to get the heck-a-do out of there. And if I was the mayor, I would be doing everything that I could. I would call the National Guards and be like, okay, we have a mutiny in our city, our state, and I want, they need to be policed. The police need to be policed. Somebody is going to need to do something because they have killed another citizen. Congress is going to have to do something. The Democrats are going to have to make some noise. It is time to do something about this situation. We have gone beyond protest. Now we need to get some people out of our states. And starting with Donald Trump. I don't think he's fit to be the president of the United States anymore. Not if he's going to allow people to be killed on our streets. The protesters that are protesting against ICE. I don't think he's fit to be president. Let's see it one more time, guys, for the road.
What you hear at the end of that appear to be gunshots. Senator Tina.
Oh, you know?
Watch this guy right here on the right pull out guns and start shooting them.
What you hear at the end of that appear to be gunshots.
Watch how he goes down.
What you hear at the end of that appear to be gunshots. Senator Tina Smith has just posted another catastrophic shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents. We're gathering more information, but ICE must leave now so Minneapolis Police Department can secure the scene and do their job. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty has posted, we're aware of reports of a federal agent having shot an individual in Minneapolis this morning. We are working with the BCA to coordinate a state response.
City of Minneapolis just posting on X that we are aware of reports of another shooting involving federal law enforcement in the area of 26th Street West and Nicollet Avenue. We are working to confirm additional details, they say. We ask the public to remain calm and avoid the immediate area. Now, this happened just after 9 o'clock, so about an hour ago. Where did it happen? Near the intersection of 26th Avenue and Nicollet in the Whittier neighborhood. As we told you about a half hour ago, our Joe McCoy is there now. We have a live shot set up. And Joe, what can you tell me about the scene and what we can confirm so far?
Well, Chris, it's a very chaotic scene out here, as you can imagine. I'm going to tell you what just happened. You see that smoke off in the distance? We just felt an explosion, quite frankly, happen. And a bunch of federal agents just walked down there. We cannot see what happened down there, but there's a decent amount of smoke about a block down. I don't quite frankly know what that was, but it was pretty startling here. What we have behind me in the lime green vest, these are state patrol officers, and then behind them are federal agents. We have Border Patrol agents as well as ICE agents. And then if we flip the camera here, this is now where the line of protesters is. And we're gonna walk down here. You can see this makeshift barrier that protesters have made. They have put a car to block the road, and then they brought in all of these dumpsters from the alley to block the road so that ICE or anyone is not able to leave the scene. So I would say there's about 100 or so protesters here on this side. There are still more protesters coming, and then there's also more protesters on the other street. I want to bring in our anchor, Jana Shortle. Jana has been on the scene with me since the beginning when we heard reports of the shooting. And then Jana was hit right in the face with chemical irritant. Jana, tell people what happened to you.
Yeah, I was right here on Nicollet and 26 behind the police line. There were maybe 5 or 6 people. They were interacting with the Border Patrol agents, chanting a lot of the chants you hear now. And I want to stress that I was behind the line and I was press credentialed. They started to push and move the line. And I started to back up, and this one officer just pushed me really hard. And I said, "Do not push me, I'm press." And then he did it again, and I fell backwards, and I said, "I'm pressed." And then I felt this burn in my eye. I didn't see what it was, but I can't find my glasses. Yeah, and then a bunch of people started to pick me up, and they took me to the sidewalk and started flushing it out. It took about 30 minutes. These people opened their apartment complex to help. Medics came. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that are trying to help. I know some folks hear these chants and they say everybody's bad at these protests, but it's not true. They helped me and they gave me towels and a new shirt. And then I came back out to these explosions. You were just referring to that one that we could feel with our feet. Just behind this, this is known as Eat Street. We're in the heart of Eat Street right now on Nicollet. This is a beloved place in the Twin Cities. It's home of many, 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 many immigrant restaurants. A lot of people, when they first get their start here in Minnesota, live down here. I lived at 25th and Nicollet above the coffee shop when I first came to CARE 24 years ago. So it's just a special part of the city. The explosion happened just behind Eat Street, which is, it's either Stevens or First. I sometimes get them confused. But there's kind of protesters on each side. It's like a giant city box right now, and it's just getting completely out of hand. But you know what I think about, Joe or Chris? Brian O'Hara, our police chief, said the other day, I worry for this explosive event to happen. I pray we're not there. But we've heard the explosions. And it's 11 below zero, and there's so many people out here, and tensions are higher than I've seen throughout this.
Jenna and I have both been at the 3 ICE-involved shootings that have happened in Minneapolis in the past 2.5 weeks. Renee Good, the one following that, and now the one today.
ICE can't handle the pressure of the protesters. That's what's been going on. ICE can't handle the pressure from the protesters. So they can't stand being told no. So now they're shooting and killing us. Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
I want your opinion on this, Jenna, but to me, the atmosphere feels a little bit different today than the
anger.
Absolutely. I mean, look. I mean, there are city dumpsters all pulled from Whittier by community when it's 11 below zero to just make this kind of a face-off event. And to be honest, I had to go upstairs to get my eyes flushed. I don't even know what happened here yet to precipitate what folks are even protesting. But this part of the city particularly, and when we think about the shooting of Renee Good, that's at over at 34th in Portland, 35th in Portland, and this is 24th, 25th, 26th in Whittier, East Street. These are where you find, I would say, your most progressive voices in the city. I mean, this is where this is. This is Whittier. This is Uptown. This is Southside. And I think that folks just after yesterday, after they saw that, a lot of community was going to be out to protest. So this might be that explosive event. I pray it's not. But I will say that before I got sprayed, the protesters were amped and the patrol agents, not all of them, some were really kind. Some were saying things like, we're in this together. But there were also some that had their hands on the canisters, like the guy that was pushing me. I didn't do anything. I was behind the line, and he's shoving me and shoving me. I'm 5 foot nothing, 110 pounds.
Yeah. And you're clearly wearing your press
Clearly
badge.
wearing my press badge. I had my backpack, but it fell off.
Yeah, I mean,
I was behind the line.
Yeah, Chris, we have seen already multiple clashes between federal agents and with protesters. When we were at the Renee Good shooting, there was immediately a perimeter that was set up with MPD, and things got a little bit out of hand once MPD took away those barricades and protesters started to flood the streets. But this was getting out of hand early in terms of protesters and federal agents pushing, shoving, federal agents deploying tons of chemical irritant to try to get these protesters back. Thankfully, there is a secure perimeter right now in terms of no one is trying to get past this caution tape. Again, those green vests there, those are federal agents, and then behind those are State Patrol officers, excuse me, and then behind the State Patrol officers, those are the federal agents. So, as Jenna was mentioning, we can just hope that this isn't the sort of explosive event where things really get out of hand.
Joe,
there is a perimeter set up right now. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Joe, if you can hear me, first of
promoting
all,
ICE over
thank
here.
you.
Have you
Thank
lost
you for
it?
reporting. Thank you for being there. And thank you to Jana for being there.
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
gonna put ICE
We want
number
to
on my
remind viewers
page.
that it is unclear
That's that stupid
what
shit.
people are protesting right now.
Don't be over
We have
here
not
promoting
heard any
that MAGA
verification
bullshit.
of any fact into what
Okay.
has caused this protest.
We are not
this
MAGA
morning.
over here. At
We
least
heard of a
I'm
possible
not.
shooting, a report of a possible shooting, but we
I
don't
have
know
made
what.
my stance.
We're cutting away from the video right there, and I was going to ask Joe
about
if
our
he had heard
president.
anything from people
And right
on the
now,
ground
he
there.
is full of shit.
I'll be honest, this is a
To
very...
allow this to go
Can you hear me,
down
Joe?
and continue.
I
And
got
be
you, Chris.
okay with it.
What have you heard from
Lets me
anybody
know
on
he
the
doesn't
ground
care
as to
about
why
Americans.
people are so upset at this particular incident?
He's not caring about Americans.
What people on the ground are saying, Chris, is that there is another ICE-involved shooting. That is why people have rushed to the scene here in the Whittier neighborhood. As you mentioned, we saw the statement from the city of Minneapolis saying that there was potentially reports or there of a federal agent involved shooting. But again, people are here because they got word and they believe that there is another ICE involved shooting. We are currently moving because there's another one of these explosions, Chris. This is the second one that has now gone off. That's a third one. Not sure if that's possibly tear gas. We're going to stay back here because I think they're deploying tear gas, and that's really not fun to be in the middle of. So we're going to stay back here. But again, there's two scenes. The scenes that we were at about a block away, and then there's another crowd of protesters.
They just put one in the crowd right here. So watch out.
It's fairly chaotic, Chris. It's a little bit hard to see right now because
back,
we are
Joe.
pushed back here. But it's Border Patrol agents as well as the State Patrol in those lime green vests. But they are deploying these tear gas canisters into the crowd to try to get the crowd to back up so they can secure a perimeter.
Okay, well, do us a favor.
Okay,
Stay back to where it's
Yeah,
safe.
but that
Listen
tear
to
gas
law
is coming
enforcement. And
courtyard.
if you
This is
can, keep
vertical
giving us a
endeavors.
shot so we can monitor what's happening right now, Joe. Just stay at a safe distance. You don't have to go up the line. We want to see what's happening right now. Are law enforcement giving you any order to disperse? Are they saying this is unlawful? Are you hearing any commands?
No, Chris, we are not hearing any commands yet in order to disperse or anything of that nature. And at this time, no.
Is Jana okay? Because what she reported was being behind the line, pushed twice by an agent, and then pepper sprayed in the face, in which we saw her being treated for that earlier. Is she okay? Ask her, please.
Yeah, Jana, Chris is asking if you're okay right now.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, my eyes just a little messed up, but I can see and I can blink through it. I think, Chris, you and me have done this a long time. I was just standing behind the line. I know I keep repeating myself. It's just still kind of like jarring. And I know that things have been much worse for more people, but I want people to know that I was following the rules. I didn't even have a big camera. Maybe that's why that person did what they did. Like I said, I want to stress that
Patrol have murdered another migrant in a detention center. We've learned about this latest murder from the Mexico Foreign Ministry. The Mexico consul was the one who released the information about this death at a detention center. This is the 5th migrant to die in ICE custody this year, and it's only mid-January. Every 3 days, one human being is being killed by ICE at this rate. We also learned in El Paso, the El Paso medical examiner says it is ruling the death of 55-year-old Cuban man at ICE's Camp East Montana, the death a homicide. He was allegedly choked to death by an ICE guard during a struggle after he refused to enter a housing unit without his medications. Now you go to Minneapolis and St. Paul, where there is havoc on the street being caused by these ICE and Border Patrol terrorists, these SS, these Gestapo, Donald Trump's paramilitary forces continue to terrorize the communities. They continue to gas the communities with noxious substances of unknown origin as well. Not just your pepper sprays, not just your pepper balls, these noxious green substances that are suffocating people there. We're going to show you some of the video footage that Status Coup, our partners on the ground there in Minneapolis, have been taking. We've been working with Status Coup to bring you this footage through their incredible team that they have there on the ground. And this footage it shocks the conscious. That's not even the right words for it. But let me show you what goes on. By the way, support Status Coup if you can. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, subscribe to their Substack, become a member of Status Coup. I think they're doing some great work right there. Here you'll see Status Coup caught this footage right here. A swarm of ICE agents start firing pepper balls at unarmed Minneapolis protesters. The people are being peaceful. Go back home. Go back home. Get out of our city. They are under attack by this ICE army. And this looks like war footage because it is. There is a war taking place in the United States that's been declared on the people in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and so many people in many other cities. Here, play this clip.
You know that.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia. Letitia.
We're at war. I was on mute. Sorry, I was into it too. This is war on our streets. People, we are at war. This isn't business as usual. This is happening to you in your cities, in your state. These people are killing people that you know, that are regular citizens. How is that shit okay? Why is our president allowing this to continue? How come he hasn't stopped the mayhem? Why is he a part of it? We should be concerned about our president not stopping this, not bringing it to a halt, saying, wait a minute, ICE, put the guns away. First of all, why do we even have guns? What's the point? They're not going after criminals. No, what Donald Trump has done has given a whole bunch of thugs some guns and said, shoot anybody that don't like me. That's what the hell is going on. And they're shooting us. They're killing us. No, Minnesota was doing just fine until ICE brought their asses over there, effing with them. Minnesota was doing just fine until ICE went over there, effing with them. You just saw that man get gunned down in the street by 2 or 3 agents, pulled out their gun and just shot this guy that had no weapons on him. They got tired of wrestling with him, so they said, let's just shoot him. When is this going to stop? Or is it going to stop? Or is it going to continue? Or is this our new way of living now? Is this our new way of living? Watching our fellow citizens die in the street under the name of Donald Trump? We don't have to worry about the enemies outside the country. We got to worry about the enemies within. And I don't see my president being anything but an enemy. He's an enemy to allow this to go on. Joe Biden would never have this stuff going on like this. Never. Joe Biden, Obama, Hillary, Kamala, none of them would have this crap going on. You voted for the wrong person. Now we're running through our streets in terror. People aren't resting at night. These people that go out there and protest know that, hey, you can get killed out here just for standing on the street. Look what happened to the little press lady. She said, I'm press, so I'm press, get your ass back. I'm press, shh, sprayed her in her face. They don't know how to deal with conflict. They don't know how to deal with issues. They don't know how to deal with somebody calling them a fake-a-do. They take it personally and start to shoot. They're not asking any questions. They're just shooting citizens. Look at this. We are at war. It's not business as usual. Oh, everything is just so okay that's going on in the United States. Hell no. All hell has broken loose. All hell has broken loose. They're killing us. Pow, pow, pow. You saw the video. I showed it several times. That this man got shot on the street, and then another officer decided he wanted to shoot too, so he pulled out his gun and unloaded it. Like he was nothing. Like he wasn't a person. What kind of training is this? What training did they go through that said kill on sight? What training did they go through that's pulling women and kids out of cars and putting bombs and stuff under cars? Our president has created his own war in his own country. People are dying in the name of ICE. In the name of ICE, guys. Just shooting like it's... When I watched that, it looked like a movie. It didn't even look real. We are watching this in real time, and people are not being affected by this man being shot, just like he shot Karen. Now we saw it up close and personal. Now we see them shooting up close and personal. They ain't even hiding shit. Turn. Okay. My channel has taken a different freaking turn, and I apologize to those that normally watches Megan and Harry and all of them. But I don't care if there's two people in here. As long as I'm talking about what is really going on in the United States of America and how we are under siege. Look at these people out here in this street fighting these thugs. Adolf Trump, ICE, and Mega, a terrorist and tyrants, traitors. This is crazy. Yeah, I don't care if I don't have, if my thing said 0, if everybody left and it said 0, I still would talk about this. And I'm still going to talk about it because it's inhumane. You don't want nobody shooting you down in the middle of the street. You don't want nobody dragging you out of your car and you're disabled. That lady was disabled. They cut her seatbelt off, drug her out of her car, and she says, I'm just coming from a doctor's appointment. I'm on my way to see my doctor. I'm not in this shit. But lo and behold, ICE treats her like she's some type of thug. This is what's going on in our streets. They're not asking questions. They didn't ask that guy before they shot him, do you have a gun? Do you have a gun on you? No, they ask questions later and then make up a fictitious, fucked up ass story to tell us, for us to believe. No, we see it with our own eyes, and everybody should be angry at what we're watching. This is not freedom. This has nothing to do with freedom. This has nothing to do with freedom of speech. This ain't, none of that's going down. These new mutiny people that's out here, these thugs, yes, these thugs. ICE are thugs. Because that's how they're running around in the street acting like thugs. Yeah, he was in a fetal position. He was on his knees. When I say he was in a fetal position, I mean that he was not in a position where he could attack anyone. Matter of fact, he was being attacked. So how can he attack? No, he was being bombarded. But it's funny how some people see one thing and others see another. And even if you saw something different, what kills me is the effed up justification. For whatever reason, ICE had to do what it had to do to that man. There is no justification for that. There is none whatsoever for him doing that. Shooting an unarmed person, shooting a person. I don't care who created it. Whoever's enforcing it is the idiots. And I did hear that Obama had was better at the immigration issue than Donald Trump. Obviously, we're watching it in real time. We're watching this idiot allow his people, yes, his people, to shoot us. And all in the name of it was their fault. And then we saw it. You saw the man get shoot. You saw the man on the ground. You saw when the ICE people brought out their guns and just laid into him like he was a nobody. And then they'll say, oh, it was his fault. No investigation. Keep it moving. No, it's time to investigate. It's time to stop the mutiny. It's time to stop the BS that's going around about ICE agents as if they're out here about law and order, because they're not. They're wreaking havoc on our streets, the United States streets. People are protesting everywhere. How many more people are going to have to die for change to come? How many more people are going to have to die in the name of ICE before change comes? This is some triggering, crazy stuff that's going on around me right now, that's blowing my mind, that's telling me something ain't right over there at White House Hill. He did not pull a gun. Where was it? I didn't see a gun. I didn't see a gun. Where was the gun? He pulled a gun. He was on his knees. So where was he going to pull it from? His ass? He pulled a gun. No, I was just making that comment because you used Obama before, saying that he got rid of a lot of immigrants when he was in office. Someone confirmed that for me, and I was just reminding that he was better at the job. He's way better at the job than this one we got up in office, because he's killing Americans. He's allowing killings to go on in broad daylight. People are watching it. We're seeing it in real time. We got 2 videos. They need to show that other one. The one that the lady was videoing. That we should be able to find the gun then, wouldn't we? Where's the gun at? That's that bullshit. Okay, honey, where are you? Come on, little bit. She's got to go potty. I like how she yells it out. I got to go potty. No excuse for this behavior. They're killing us. Look at this. Let's see what this is all about. What they gonna do? Drag this guy down the street with his leg in the air? Look at that.
Oh, fucking scared! You fucking scared, you pussy coward!
Cover pellets moved.
Wow.
Fuck you! Fuck you, you fucking bitch! Fucking Oompa coward! Fucking what?
Pepper pellets, pepper spray was deployed.
Look at these fucking cowards!
All hell breaks loose as Trump's ICE murders again. Let me read that again. All hell breaks loose as Trump's ICE murders again.
Fuck you, short fucking time. Scared. All of you. Go back home. Protect your own fucking family, Emily. That's escalating. Protect your own fucking family. Get out of our state. Get out of our city.
Now, in this next footage that Status Quo is bringing you, and we're bringing you here at Midas.
Freedom of speech. Get out of our state. Get out of here. Go home. Go home. Get out. That's right, Minnesota. Tell them bastards just like it is. Get out. You're killing us. She's done. Coming. She says, I'm done. Oh, she's in there? Oh, she's in here. Hello, Lisa. Hello. Talking about ICE killing someone else, girlfriend. Can you believe it? And then some of the people in the chat is making excuses for the behavior. It's really something. You can't excuse this behavior. You can't excuse the murderers and the ones behind it. This is Trump's regime. This is his shit. It says Trump's ICE agents breaks loose as Trump's ICE agent murders again. 5 shots. They unloaded both their clips. Lisa, they unloaded it, both of them. They sure did. Unloaded the clips. Like it wasn't, like he was just treated him like he was a piece of meat on the street, like he wasn't a person. Pow, 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 pow. It got too serious. They need to do something. Something needs to be done. No, we're listening to, there's 2 sides to every story. And it's good that you get to see the story for yourself. Because if you don't, somebody would tell you one thing and then having you believe in another. So that's why I showed the video of him being shot while he was on his knees. They executed him. They executed him. And what happened to their, I thought they had a job to do. I thought these ICE officers had a job to do. Why aren't they doing their job? Why are they messing with the citizens? Sound like their job ain't going as well as they thought. And it looks like our president needs to do something to damn it about it. He needs to get off his ass and do something about it. Yes, he needs to stop. And stop making up stuff about blase, blue, that, oh, the man did something that he shouldn't have done. No, he shouldn't have gotten shot by your agents. They need to get the hell out of Minnesota. Of course they're angry. I just had a disagreement with a friend the other day about Renee. She was saying she just deserved it. How the fuck do you deserve to die? That's what I don't understand. How did she deserve it? She deserved to die. You know what? For some reason, I believe God is separating us for a reason. Because we are being separated. The good, the evil, and the bad. It's all coming out. Who would say some shit like that if she deserved it? Nobody deserves to die. She didn't deserve to die. She didn't do anything. She drove her car. She drove her car and they shot her in her face. And now they done shot somebody else. How can people justify the shootings of these agents killing us Americans on our streets? And then the argument happened, but we're still friends. That's good. That's good. My mom she used to go to this church, and all they talked about was Donald Trump. Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. He's a great president. He's wonderful. And da 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 da. My mom said, listen, I'm here to hear the word, not hear about Donald Trump. So if we're going to talk about him, then I'm going to quit coming. And they just kept talking about it. And then she would interject and say, no, that don't sound right. Why would he do that? And then a whole conversation would go. In other words, eventually she had to get the hell out of there. She had to do a different one. But she's still friends with them. But she don't congregate with them. Because we're thinking two different things. Two different things is going on in the world. There's good and evil, and this shit is evil. Evil Knievel. Sorry for the swearing. Let me calm it down a little bit. For a little bit, hear me. Organic protest. What does that even mean? I have no idea. Organic. Protest is a protest. And they have all the right in the world to protest. And tell them, get out of our city. Get out of here. You don't belong here. Why are they standing there anyway? What the hell is ICE doing there anyway? What's the purpose of them standing there? I thought that they had a mission to do. It's like they like this shit. It's like they getting a kick out of killing people. Like, try it, ICE. I did it. You try it now. It's becoming a normal day-to-day situation. I don't know. Yep. This blood is on Trump's. This blood is on his hands. This blood that's being spilled in our streets is on your hands, Mr. President. Hello? How many more people are going to have to die for Americans to wake up? For us to wake the up. Hello? Are you calling me a loser? Dang. See, that's it has to go all the way there that I'm a freaking loser. I'm a loser. I think it's funny that you would say that about me. Edward. I'm gonna let it stay up there because no, Maggot's the loser. Just wanted to say that again. She's the loser. Yes. Talking about I'm confident. No, bitch. I just won and I knew I was gonna win. Because Danny helped me. Danny helped. She knew your ass was lying and that you lie and that you changed the story like a billion times. But oh, I should have focused on, you were focused. Focused right out of that courtroom. Yeah. She reminds me of the ICE people. Just malicious and mean and evil and despicable and won't shut up. Always has something to say. Now she's going to make our court case all about a whole nother month. We got one break yesterday because of denied. But she'll be back. Yeah, this is some crazy ado. This is some crazy ado. Wow, I'm getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, my little sweater got hot. Maybe because I had on 2 shirts. But yeah. Just that dom diddy stuff. I'm going to move on from him.
This touch ICE and DHS, Gestapo, SS, they have flashbang grenades that they're launching at people, and they're tear gassing unarmed, peaceful Minneapolis protesters in front of the federal building. And the people are saying, we have a constitutional right to assemble. You're committing treason. The protesters are screaming amidst clouds of tear gas. Here, let's play this clip.
We have munitions fired. Flashbangs based on the sound. Whoa, they're rushing us.
Oh my God, what are they doing?
Oh. Oh.
Is that tear gas or is that...
It's a gas. Yeah. Get out of it, though. Get recommended if you don't get into it. They've shot tear gas or gas into the crowds. Police.
Hey, are you okay? Another one.
There is a large amount of it. The entire you can't see.
Wow.
The officers as they have. No, there's a handful of people that are on the ground. I think they're surrounding someone.
To be here. We have a constitutional right to assemble here. You are committing treason. You are violating our constitutional rights. You are committing treason. This is treason. We have a right to be here. We have a constitutional right to assemble.
Now, I'm going to show you more clips of these terrorists engaging in these tactics in just a moment. But I want to share with you this Minneapolis protester wiping tear gas from her eyes after ICE attacked protesters. And she says, all these men out here, for what? What are you doing? Leave us alone. Here, play this clip.
Shut up!
Don't talk to us like we stupid, Debbie. Let me simplify this. Exactly. It still doesn't explain it. Organic. We come, we go, we come, we go. We come into protest because isn't that always how it is? You have a reason to protest. Anyway, moving on from that. Oh, where's it, Debbie? Okay. Hold on, guys. ICE. Okay, this should be. Hold on, I'm getting it.
Vehicle rammings over the past year.
God, I can barely hear him.
We will not allow
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values? How many times must local and national leaders must plead with you, Donald Trump, to end this operation and recognize that this is not creating safety in our city? As you'll hear from Director Sayer in just a second,
he's talking to the President of the United States to cease and desist this situation. He's begging and pleading with the President to stop before more lives are taken under sad situations. This is pathetic. Let's see what he's got to say.
we have seen these kinds of operations in other places, in other countries, but not here in America. Not in a way where a great American city is being invaded by its own federal government. I'm done being told that our community members are responsible for the vitriol in our streets. I'm done being told that our local elected officials are solely responsible for turning down the temperature. Just yesterday, we saw 15,000 people peacefully protesting in the streets, speaking out, standing up for their neighbors. Not a single broken window, not a single injury. Those peaceful protests embody the very principles that both Minneapolis and America was founded upon. Conversely, the mass militarized force and unidentified agents who are occupying our streets, that is what weakens our country. That is what erodes trust in both law enforcement and in democracy itself.
Okay.
So to everyone listening, stand with Minneapolis. Stand up for America. Recognize that your children will ask you what side you were on.
What side are
Your
you
grandchildren
on?
will ask you what.
Of the country or the ideals that you did feel you were signing.
Current.
I just saw a video of more than.
Check this out. We are on the verge of.
Oh God, I am everywhere. Hold on.
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death.
Where one of their own citizens was shot and killed just earlier this morning.
This is Don Lemon. I'm trying to get the press conference.
I just saw you accomplishing. If the goal was to achieve peace and safety, this is doing exactly the opposite. If the goal was to achieve calm and prosperity, this is doing exactly the opposite. Are you standing up for American families right now? Or are we tearing them apart? The invasion of these heavily armed masked agents roaming around on our streets of Minneapolis, emboldened with a sense of impunity, it has to end.
Yep.
This is not how it has to be.
A sense of impunity above the law.
So, to President Trump,
what are you going to do?
This is a moment to act like a leader.
Be a leader.
Put Minneapolis, put America first
Put
in this moment.
First.
Let's achieve peace.
Yeah, you're talking to a wall. Put America first. You're right. He ain't listening to that. He think he is putting America first. He thinks it's okay to kill these people. They're not voting for him.
Let's end this operation, and I'm
Stop
telling
it.
you, our city will come back. Safety will be restored.
I stand with Minnesota too.
We're asking for you to take action now to remove these federal agents.
They were walking peacefully.
Director Sayer.
A gun.
My name is Rachel Sayer, and I am the director of the Emergency Management Department for the City of Minneapolis. I took this job to keep us safe because I live here, and this is my community. We are doing everything we can to mitigate the impacts of this terrible situation.
How?
The city's Emergency Operations Center continues to be activated, as it has throughout the surge in federal agents over the last
shot
few
him
weeks.
in cold blood. This is
We are
becoming
tracking
normal.
impacts and coordinating the city's response to this situation, which is having profound repercussions in our community. I can't underscore enough how much Operation Metro Surge is impacting our city. Families with loved ones detained and those who are afraid to be in public lest they become targets need help accessing the most basic necessities like food, housing, and rides to school. Businesses are shuttering and our local economy is severely impacted, which means families are suffering just as we were rounding a corner in our recovery.
No.
Many
it
of our
wasn't in
Minneapolis
our
residents,
recovery.
my neighbors, my friends, my community members are
Yep.
ceasing participation in
Yes.
public life, afraid to even go to the doctor.
Yeah, they're emboldened. They think
In
they
response,
can just shoot
the
us
city
down.
enterprise continues to utilize our entire emergency apparatus. That means staff across departments, often around the clock, are putting their regular jobs on hold in order to respond to the impacts of Metro Surge. I want
He needs
everyone
to
to
be
know
removed.
there are numerous resources
He needs to be
available
removed.
to community members right now.
This president needs to be removed. Remove him. Take control. He's not listening. He doesn't care. He thinks that we're his enemies. We're not his enemy. We're people. And he's killing us. All in the name of what? Immigration? They're not even doing their job. They're killing us. No. Stop begging him and asking him and get him the hell out of there. It's time to impeach. It's been time to impeach. It is so time to get him the hell out of Congress. Is he even function enough to do this job? He didn't got too old. Talking about taking Greenland. taking people's land, took someone's the whole prime minister, the whole president out the country. This is some crazy stuff. Is he really trying to avoid the files? Is that what this is about? Watch how he justifies this man getting killed like Debbie. Something about a gun. First they beat him up, then they shot him. They beat him up and then they shot him. That's what the heck went down. That's why this press conference is going on. That's why it's breaking freaking news. ICE has killed another innocent civilian. An innocent citizen of the United States. And making up stories about guns and he was doing this and he was doing that when he was on his knees.
Now, we have mental health help available. We have food assistance, housing and rental assistance, legal help. We are sharing information about what to do if you are exposed to tear gas, pepper spray, or other chemical agents. And the state AGs and ACLU are collecting reports of rights violations. You can access these resources on the city's virtual resource center at minneapolismn.gov.
I don't think that they should be able to get away with this. I think that they need to be charged. I believe that they need to be convicted. I think that they need to be arrested already. What the hell? We were all upset when the police was doing it. Now, ICE has taken over, and they're doing it in broad daylight. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow. I'm going to kill you because you moving on the ground. I'm going to kill you because you cussed me out. I'm going to kill you because you said F you to me. I'm going to kill you because you marching in the street. I'm going to kill you because you moving on the ground. Pow, 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 pow.
/ICE.
Girl.
Please share this information with your neighbors. We have help and we want you to be able to access that.
Where's it?
My background is an international humanitarian response in conflict zones in Yemen, Haiti, Syria, Iraq, and Ukraine. What I've seen here is what I've seen there. A powerful entity violently and intentionally terrorizing people, making them afraid to go outside so they can't earn a living, so that kids are forced out of school. This has a lasting generational impact. People can't plan a single day of their lives because they don't know who is around the corner and if their family member or neighbor is about to be taken away. In these times, you see both the best and the worst. The worst is the terror and the feeling of helplessness. The best will continue to be our community's response. The way we are showing up for each other, that is in the absolute worst of times. We're showing up for each other in the absolute worst of times. I'll turn it back to the mayor. Thank you.
We'll open it to questions.
We are seeing an incredible volatile situation unfolding right now around that scene. Is there any communication right now between local and federal law enforcement or cooperation, or where do those efforts stand to try to calm what's going on down there right now?
I'll turn it to the chief to answer.
I'm joined now by the new governor of New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks so much for having me.
So I want to talk about what you've been doing.
It's Israeli strategy. Yes. Yeah, it is. It is deeply Israeli.
which is funny for Miller, but whatever. It is deeply Israeli, yeah. If you basically just coast by on defending literally everything that your people do, no matter how openly evil, and just assume that you'll get a free ride because the larger powers that be want to use you as a vessel for their will. The Israelification of the U.S. over the last 2 to 3 years has been fucking crazy. And all the people who have been cheering for our support of Israel are likewise ideologically responsible for where we are today. There is a direct overlap in our support for Israel and all that represents, and the police statification, the encroach of surveillance, and the retraction of our civil rights here in the United States. There is.
I'm joined now by the new governor of New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks so much for having me.
So I want to talk about what.
Students on ICE operations.
I'm going to send that right back out.
Thank you for joining us here on KARE 11 News Now. I'm Alicia Lewis. Happening as we speak, students, parents, and educators are speaking out at the state capitol on the impact of ICE operations on schools. Now, since the surge of federal agents in the Twin Cities, schools have been offering virtual learning to students. Students at the U of M who return today for the spring semester also have that option. So let's get to that press conference. The students were lining up. Let's hear from those impacted this morning.
Wow. These are students.
I am the statewide director of youth programs and lead immigration organizer at Unidos, Minnesota. Organizer at Unidos, Minnesota. I wish I were here under very different circumstances, but the truth and the reality is that our state is under attack by our own federal government. What we've experienced here in Minnesota since Operation Metro Surge has not been safety or security, but rather harm and pain to our communities. Their blatant disregard for human life and due process has caused harm and chaos in our communities. And we have witnessed that in every sector of our state, including our schools and institutions. With me today are students and parents who have witnessed this firsthand and who will share their stories momentarily. To my fellow Minnesotans, we can get through this. We have proven this time and time again by how we've shown up for one another.
Yes, you do.
The Trump administration is trying to make an example out of Minnesota.
Maureen, look at these kids. They're coming out, speaking out against this BS. And good for them. Because maybe if Donald Trump won't listen to the adults, maybe he'll listen to the kids. You think? I doubt it. This seems peaceful. He seems very peaceful. He doesn't seem all upset and pissed off. But he does notice that his city is under siege, under war. They're under attack by ICE agents. This is mutiny. Yeah, they're peacefully assembling. Oh, they're not supposed to talk. They're not supposed to say anything back to them. They're not throwing things at them and throwing eggs and pepper spray and crap-a-doolittle on these agents. They're telling them to get out their city and leave them alone. And that's fair. Exactly. Killing people. Killing. That's what we're watching. We're watching a killing. Like Marine said. It looked like a shooting squad on him. It was like a shooting squad. Pow, 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 pow. Over and over and over again, shooting on him.
But what they don't know is that in Minnesota, we care for one another. And what they also don't know is that in Minnesota, we are very well organized. Which is why, on Friday, January 23rd, we are calling for a day of truth and freedom. It is a day when every single Minnesotan will stand in solidarity and choose love and care for one another over hate and violence. And we will do so by refusing to work, to shop, and to go to school.
Oh.
To the rest of the country,
Well,
we
we're
urge
with
you
you
to join us in this moment.
We're with you, Minnesota. See, that's how you fight back, Lisa. What day is this? Kara is not going to school on that day. Kara, you will not be going to school. I'm standing in solidarity with Minnesota. I'm not purchasing anything. I'm not paying for nothing. We should do it for a whole week. A whole week, more than a day. Don't go to work. Don't go to school. Honey, I think you should call in. We're standing with Minnesota. We're standing with Minnesota. They're not going to school. They're not going to work. They're not shopping. They're not doing nothing. So no school for Kara. I'm standing with Minnesota.
We can build a different world for a day of truth and freedom. It is a day when every single Minnesotan will stand in solidarity and choose love and care for one another over hate and violence. And we will do so by refusing to work, to shop, and to go to school. To the rest of the country, we urge you to join us in this moment. We can build a different world and a different country. No one built on hate, but rather on love and care for one another. But that can't just be a dream. We will have to make a choice. Can we include everybody? Can we build it? And are we?
You know what? Companies should just start shutting down. Just shutting down. Just shutting down. If I had a company, I'd be like, we're not coming in. We're standing in solidarity with Minnesota. We're standing with Minnesota. I'm going to get me a t-shirt.
We're going to be serious about it. Thank you.
I know that's right.
Hi, my name's Luca. I am a high school student at Roosevelt. I'm 15 years old. On, I think it was Wednesday, I was at school and I heard the news about Renee Good. It horrified me, it frightened me, and it made me very angry because it was the first ICE killing I'd heard about. Then later that day when I got home, I heard that ICE had been to our school, tear gassed students, and assaulted teachers, and it made me even more angry. I knew some action needed to be taken. So I reached out to my friend Clover to organize a walkout. And I organized a walkout with her. We planned it originally for Friday, but school got canceled because no one felt safe with law enforcement around and what the law enforcement had been doing. So we moved it back to Monday. And on Monday, when I showed up at school, all classrooms felt so empty, and there wasn't the same life that there had been in school because so many Somali and Latino families weren't there, my friends and classmates. Then later in the day, when we were going for the walkout, I felt so grateful because of the amount of people that showed up. I'm so grateful to my community members that supported me and all the kids that showed up to protest against all the things that ICE have been doing.
My name is Blair, and I'm a college student at Minneapolis Community and Technical College. I'm here today to demand on behalf of my fellow students that ICE cease operations in our beautiful state. Being born and raised in Minnesota, one thing I've always been proud of is our rich mix of cultures. It's what makes us what we are. Something our federal government forgets is that most of us are immigrants to
Terror. Terror beyond terror. This is terror. These are kids. This is the community. This is the college speaking out against his BS, against Donald Trump's regime, against his ICE agents. Do they realize? I don't even know if these kids know that they've already killed someone else. They've already killed someone else on the streets. What if that bullet had hit that one lady that was on the sidewalk filming? They didn't care who they shoot at. Did you see how they dispersed themselves when they shot? They're thugs. This operation needs to cease and desist. It needs to be removed. It needs to stop.
this land. My classmates are having their right to higher education impeded upon because ICE agents are harassing them while they're just trying to get to class. Students who are parents themselves with traumatized children at home because ICE were at their school as well. The safety of our students should be the most important thing, and the people running this country only care about money, which is why we're calling for a general strike. I urge all of you to participate on Friday, January 23rd. No work, no school, no shopping. We are stronger together. Thank you.
When?
Hi, my name is Becca Dryden. I'm a parent of elementary schoolers and a parent organizer with Minneapolis Families for Public Schools. Today, I want to share with you a glimpse of what it is like to be a Minnesota public school parent at this moment. Parents, teachers, and community members are putting in so much work to keep our kids safe and cared for at school while violent forces invade our city. Whether it's watching over dismissal, driving kids to school, or delivering food, our community has shown up to protect our kids. But there's only so much we can do while destructive, untrained, heavily armed strangers infiltrate our neighborhoods. Recently, I was alerted to the presence.
Heavily armed, untrained strangers are in their streets, terrorizing them day after day, moment after moment, and killing us. This is our streets. I stand with Minnesota. They are not interfering with law enforcement. That man was not interfering with law enforcement. It excuses the behavior of the ICE people when you say that. It makes it okay for them to shoot these people. It is not freaking okay for them to use this kind of force on people. Chokeholds, killings. That is not an excuse. That is not okay. It is not okay to kill in the name of ICE or in getting in their way. So that means if you walked in the street, walk past an ICE person, you're a threat to them. Just like that lady that got pulled out of her car, snatched, and her seatbelt got cut by the ICE agent and they drug her out of her car. She was not in any protest at all, but she happened to be in the way. So that means let's terrorize her. This is bullshit. People are angry and upset now. It is time for him to get his thugs off the streets of Minnesota. And I'm going to stand with Minnesota on that day. We're not going anywhere. We're not shopping. We're not doing nothing. We're not leaving our house. It should be like, no, nothing moved. Marine, exactly. I'm not going to stop talking about it. And what about the Democrats? The Democrats have pissed me off. Well, I don't know what you mean by pro-British marches held over the summer on your side of the pond, but I don't believe that it is okay for ICE agents to wreak havoc in the streets of Minnesota and start killing innocent bystanders, innocent people, because they're not submitting to them. It's bullcrap. Justifying the behavior makes it sick. Justifying their behavior makes it sick. It is not okay to kill a United States citizen because they won't yield to your command. Even the police officers know that. They're not, Lisa. This isn't even about illegals anymore. This is about the American people. Yanking them on the ground, putting their foot in their necks. You heard just a moment ago that some ICE agent killed another immigrant, illegal, in one of the camps. They need to skip the midterms and get to impeaching him now. And the Republicans need to get with the program and stop being wussies and scared of him. That's what they act like they are. The Republicans act like they are scared of Donald Trump. You guys need to get a backbone, because this is happening in your country too. And you guys think this is okay for ICE to run around killing people? They making it okay. It's okay. Kill at will. Kill at will. That's what those excuses are. Kill at will. Kill if they get in your way. Kill if they walk across the street. Kill if the car is turning to the right. Kill if they looking at you stupid. Kill if they say F you. Kill if they say go back to where you came from. Just kill them. That's exactly what they're doing. Unaliving. I don't think so. I don't think he has been identified yet. But so far, he looks like a white Caucasian man. Thank you, highly sensitive. We do need the midterms. We do. We need the midterms. We do. We need November. We need November really, really bad. But it's taking forever to get here. We need to hurry up and take it back and do what we need to do to get him the hell out of Congress. He's trying to frighten. What about Minnesota? When Minnesota go and try to go vote? You guys better vote. That's why voting is so important. When you don't vote, and then not just when you don't vote, but then when you vote for the wrong person, and then you're like, oopsie daisy. Yeah, you don't want to be oopsie daisy.
Of 2 ICE vehicles idling just outside my child's school. In the space of minutes, people moved into action.
Terror.
The school was notified and kept students indoors, while neighbors came out to alert the community, observe, and document. The ICE vehicles circled the block erratically, speeding, running red lights, and driving over a sign in a median before entering an alleyway and abducting an individual and threatening bystanders with violence. Thankfully, this was not when kids were walking home from school, but about an hour prior to dismissal. The mere presence of ICE and their clear disregard for the safety of our communities puts everyone in danger that is particularly cruel to the most vulnerable in our communities, like our children. As a parent, it was heartbreaking to have to explain to my son this week that it wasn't safe for him to walk the few blocks home from school to his friend's house. Instead of talking about his upcoming spelling bee, we've been talking about why some of his classmates aren't in school right now. My kids are asking why these agents of government are allowed to break the law and why no one is stopping them and keeping us safe.
Why is it okay for these bastards to wreak havoc in our communities and commit these atrocities against us and not be accountability for it? Why is it okay for them to wreak havoc, bust up into our schools, threaten our kids, scare the hell out of them to the point where they're not even going to school anymore? Why is that okay? How is any excuse for ICE's behavior? There is no excuse for their behavior. There is no excuse for what's going on in our country right now. There is no excuse for it. Donald Trump should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself to allow this to continue to go on the way it is. To create something that would murder his own citizens where he's not even upset about it. He's like, well, one less one he has to worry about. Are we really, really going to ignore what we're seeing? This is illegal actions going on in our country. This is war. This is not good. This isn't business as usual. It is time to sit down, not go to work, and not go to school. And stand in solidarity with Minnesota. Because if we don't stand with them, this will continue and people will continue to die. All in the name of ICE. It's okay. Donald Trump has given them the green light to shoot and kill at will. No matter what. Throw bombs and tear gas through the streets of Minnesota and hurt people. No, baby, you can't walk down to June's house today because ICE agents is at the corner waiting on you. And you look Hispanic, sweetheart. You mix with black and white, they may mistake you for something else and then have you knocking on our door doing stupid stuff like that little boy had him knocking on his father's door. Hello, pick it up and bend it. Hello. It's good to see you. It is a mess. A mess. Yeah, this is happening in Minnesota. This could happen in Texas. This could happen anywhere. This could happen in your own town. Maureen, that's what's interesting about this situation, is that people don't think that it could happen to them. We can be Minnesotans easily. My husband said, just wait. Really, really soon, we're going to start seeing ICE agents in Kroger's and CVS and everywhere I go. We're going to start seeing them everywhere. I don't even look at my police officers the same anymore. I question them, and they have nothing to do with it. I wonder what they think about all this mutiny.
I remind them that our community is standing up to keep our neighbors safe. And that's exactly what we're doing here today. I and all of us up here are demanding that ICE leave our city, state, and our schools. Thank you.
Oh, well, he's a cutie patootie, ain't he? He's a cutie patootie. It's time for ICE to leave the building. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alejandro. I'm a student at the University of Minnesota, and school is officially in session. Today is the first day of my last semester, but I'm here. I'm here at the capital of Minnesota, having to figure out how to balance the anxieties that come with being a student and the fear of being beaten on the way to school because of the way that I look and the way that I speak. It's hard to believe everything that we've gone through here in the state of Minnesota. But if everything has proven anything, it has proven our resilience and the strength we have shown in our unity. We know it's not a fair fight out there. We have innocent mothers and fathers and our brothers and sisters standing up to the face of these ICE agents who have made it clear that we are all in danger and that no one is safe. Someday, I will become a doctor, but today, because of ICE impeding on my education, I can.
Does it matter? I mean, I know you're just asking a question, but does it matter? What does that matter? Let's just say he was an illegal alien. He was illegal. Let's just say that. Did they still have the right to shoot him? No. It doesn't matter if he was a resident native. It doesn't matter if he was illegal or legal. It doesn't matter. And what gets me is that we try to defame the person that dies. We go after them instead of after the ones that murdered them. We go after the innocent instead of going after the corporate that actually did the damage. Because guess what? He can't tell us if he was a native or not. Not anymore, not the way they shot him.
Cannot focus on that dream. Today, I'm busy fighting for my freedom and fighting for my safety.
He ain't thinking about his college, not his college years and what he's going to become after he finishes school. No, he's fighting for his freaking freedom. In the United States of America, he's fighting for his freedom. This is that stupid shit. This is that stupid ado stuff right here. He's fighting for his freedom. Not thinking about, what he's going to do after he finishes college. No, he's fighting for his freedom in his own town because he looks a certain way. Because he's not white, damn it. Now, if he was white, then he would be somewhat okay. But even them are being targeted and run down and killed. No one is safe. These barbarians is running around killing us. Do we stand with Minnesota? I need to change my title. Stand with Minnesota. Wow. It's really messed up.
So please join us on January 23rd
January
for the Day
23rd.
of Truth and Freedom, and march with us. Bring your friends, bring
January
your family,
23rd.
and bring those you love. Don't go to school, don't go to work, and don't buy anything.
Little bit.
Because
no
we have to
school
stand
for
up
you.
and protect our Fourth Amendment right, end federal funding of ICE, and bring justice for the family of Renee
Oh, that
Nicole
was
Good,
this past week.
and get ICE out of Minnesota.
Good morning, all. My name is Angeline, and I will not be sharing my last name out of fear of doxing because I'm part of a mixed status family. On January 18th, a U.S. citizen was pulled into below zero weather in only boxers and Crocs by ICE agents. He had no criminal record and is described by his family as very sweet and couldn't hurt a fly. They broke into his house without identification, but with guns drawn in front of his 4-year-old grandson. Innocent people are getting arrested in front of high schools, churches, workplaces, and from their own homes and murdered. Murdered while saying, "I'm not mad at you." Students of all ages don't feel safe to go to class, let alone go outside in the first place. I don't feel safe to be in the city I was born and raised in. The people of Twin Cities are terrified to live their lives. Jonathan Ross is not being investigated, and horrendous racial profiling continues to happen daily in the Twin Cities by ICE, endangering countless lives. This inhumane, cruel, and profoundly unjust treatment must end. ICE must leave Minnesota.
This unprofound, inhumane bullshit needs to stop. That's what she said. This is a student. Trump, listen to her. They're wiser. They're wiser than you. Get a hold to your people and put a stop to this altogether. Stop it. You're killing us. You're killing us. His ID can reveal those details. It matters in the same way Maggie has trolls who infiltrate your chats. F Maggie and her trolls, Debbie. And I can't relate to this. It's not relatable, no. Maggie is a mean, disrespectful, hateful, nasty, despicable person, and she has nothing to do with this. That's how I see her. That's that's it, period. But I don't know what you mean by this at all. It doesn't make sense to me. His ID can reveal a lot of things. No, he was a man. He was a man. He was an innocent person. That's what it can identify as. He was an innocent person. His background and where he came from and what he was doing there and all those crazy details is not important when it goes that he was gunned down in daylight by agents. He was gunned down in daylight by agents. It would be nice to know who he is, yes. But I don't think that has anything to do with his unaliving. The fact of the matter is he was a man that shouldn't have died in the circumstances that he died in due to mega Donald Trump's thugs. And they're scaring the hell out of everybody. I don't know, Lisa. I have no idea what the other has to do with the other. And it's more than a troll. It's inhumane.
Immediately. Join us on January 23rd to stand up for truth and demand accountability. Stand up for your neighbors, community, and for yourselves. No
Stand
school,
up.
no work,
Stand
no
up.
shopping. We need action now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aru Shiny Ajay. I'm the executive director of the Sunrise Movement, a youth movement to stop authoritarianism and win a livable future for all of us. ICE's surge in Minneapolis is about intimidation and division. It's about trying to get ordinary Minnesotans to believe that we should be blaming each other instead of blaming the fact that an administration is stripping us of our wages and of our rights. But what Minnesota has shown me in the last week and a half is that we will not stand for that. Over and over again, I see tremendous acts of bravery, organizing networks unlike anything I've seen in my lifetime, signal chats that can respond to emergencies within minutes. And I've seen students be so brave. Students who have seen their classmates live in fear of deportation, students who've seen their classmates have to stay home, students who've gotten tear gassed, decide that they would rather organize, they would rather stand up to what is happening than to stay home in fear. So many people have been leading acts of bravery. They've been leading walkouts at high schools across the cities. There were walkouts at Edison, at Central, at Roosevelt. And what we're seeing over and over again is that when we choose courage and solidarity, we are able to actually scare the people who are trying to intimidate us. This Friday, on January 23rd, thousands of Minnesotans are going to be staying home from work, staying home from school, and refusing to shop. This is the way that we can leverage our power as ordinary people. Donald Trump thinks that he can intimidate us by using guns pointed at our faces. But the truth is that ordinary people run this country. And this Friday, we're going to show that. I hope you join us.
Okay, Debbie, I will.
We will be opening it up for a couple of questions. We do have to get these students back to school, of course. So we will probably take 3 or 4 questions here.
So that was kids and parents and teachers.
So many students were missing.
Standing up.
A lot of finals had been canceled because everything was so stressful that was happening.
They have to cancel stuff. Okay, hold on, guys. I have a little bit more, and then I'll let you lovely people go. Kyle has something to say.
Don't even know what to say anymore, y'all. Don't even know what to say. It happened again. ICE Gestapo thugs just murdered somebody in Minneapolis. Yesterday was a super important day, and it was a day of hope because they had a general strike in Minnesota, and I believe in like 200 other cities, they got in on it. And the videos coming out from yesterday were just absolutely tremendous. I believe the feels like temperature was minus 24 degrees in Minneapolis. And I'm not kidding when I say you had tens of thousands, potentially even hundreds of thousands of people marching through the streets, telling the ICE Gestapo thugs to get the fuck out of Minnesota.
Wow.
And so it was a huge day. Like I said, it was a day of hope, a day of solidarity, a day of fighting back. And so, you know, coming off the high of yesterday, I guess I was lulled into sort of a false sense of security. But what ended up happening was they did it again. So they murdered, it was CBP, I believe this time, Customs and Border Protection. They murdered somebody in Minneapolis at point blank range. The video is absolutely insane. You literally have like 8 different CBP officials who are over the top of him. I want to say maybe 5 or 6 of them are engaged in beating his ass. He's on the ground. He's hopeless. He's basically getting, it almost looked like a gang initiation of some sort. Like you had all these people who were.
It looked like he was being ganged up on and beat up on, and they just ganged up on him. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like a gang initiation, kind of like a gang up. Let's beat him down. I mean, it was brutal. It was, and why does it take so many men to get one man down? It doesn't. They surrounded him and beat him.
On top of him and hitting him. And so he looked completely and utterly hopeless. We have some witnesses who were.
He looked disoriented. He was being beat up, getting beat up every which way. How can he think about getting a gun? How can he even associate himself by picking up a gun? So the gun theory is just, he had a gun. Yeah, right. This guy was delusional. This guy was not delusional. He was disoriented because they were beating him up on the ground and slapping him and moving him everywhere. Then they finally got tired of beating him up and shot him in his face and shot him. And then he went down, and then another one just laid into him again. 5 more bullets. Boom, 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 boom. Just killed him in cold blood.
We're recording videos now. The video that ended up leaking online was from about, I want to say maybe 40 yards away from inside of a store, it looks like. And there's somebody else who you can see in this video that also is recording it from very, very close and with a better angle. So everybody's waiting on that video to come out, but it looks like the woman who recorded that video, they already basically grabbed her and locked her up, knowing that she had evidence of the murder and trying to suppress the evidence of the murder. So they took this innocent bystander who was recording and they grabbed her and locked her up. And Lord only knows what they're doing with her phone and what they're doing with that evidence.
They locked her up.
You know, my guess is they're trying to fucking get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of every single piece of evidence they can. The other thing is, so you got these like 8 different CBP thugs on top of one person. And then what it appears like happened. Now, look, it's very preliminary, so I don't know how solid I am in saying this, but people are already like forensically trying to break down the video online. And what they're saying is, it looks like the feds disarmed the guy just before, and after they disarmed the guy, somebody said, gun. And then one of the Gestapo thugs panics because he hears gun, and he takes out his gun and he lights the guy up. And I believe he shot him.
What?
I believe it was 5 shots they're saying for this. So and this, by the way, this is on the heels of learning that Jonathan Ross, the psychopath who killed Renee Nicole Good, it was the 3rd shot that killed Renee Nicole Good, the one from the side.
So he's saying that he had a gun, they disarmed the gun. Did they disarm the gun before they started kicking him in his face and stuff? Or was it after that?
The one that is least defensible legally is the one that actually killed her. So now, like I said, I believe 5 shots with this one. It was 8 versus 1. They disarmed the guy, which, by the way, it's concealed carry is legal in Minnesota, so he wasn't breaking any law whatsoever. And it looks like they disarmed him, and then somebody screamed gun. Then one of these Gestapo thugs freaked out and ended up firing and murdering the guy. And
so he was legally able to carry a gun. So he had a gun on him. They disarmed the gun, and someone heard the word gun, and one of the thugs started shooting. That's according to our guy, Kyle. But did they disarm him? Did they disarm him? Why were they fucking with him in the first place?
Their initial reaction was to like back away. Their initial reaction was to back away as they heard the shots. And, you know, somebody was pointing out on Twitter that like this is how like a criminal acts. You know, this is not like highly
highly trained people do not act like these people. They look like they were not incohesive with each other, that they took out a gun and shot this guy unarmed. And the gun he had on him, he was legally able to have on him because he could carry a weapon. Shot the man. Shot him. He was on his knees. This is so horrible.
trained professionals who know what they're doing.
It's like that we have to watch it. I don't want to watch his death over and over and over again. It was sad to watch. It was very difficult to watch. It was triggering. It was sad. It was depressing. It reminded me of Renee watching her video. You know, they just running around here killing people. No, these thugs ain't got no training, Debbie. These thugs don't have any training. Because if they did have training, then they wouldn't have shot and killed this unarmed man. This is bull crap. And then they won't do an investigation because Trump doesn't think that they need one. They need to do a full investigation. And until then, they need to arrest the officers that shot him. That's how it normally goes.
They all like have the instinct of like, oh, we got to get away. They're a bunch of fucking thugs.
They're thugs.
That's what it is. I should also point out the person who was killed. As of right now, as of this recording, I don't have that person's name yet, but I'm sure it will come out soon.
We don't have the name yet.
Organizers are saying that this was a legal observer, a U.S. citizen.
A legal
First, they pistol whipped him,
observer.
and then they shot him. And like I said, he was basically they were getting
a legal observer. A legal observer. A legal observer. That's it. Got killed being in. That's fine. Get out. Unsubscribe. You don't have to tell me, and then I banned you. So now you're gone for real. You don't want to hear what I have to say. Get out. But as you can see, everybody's entitled to their opinion until they start being rude. How about unsubscribing? Go right ahead. Like I'm going to lose thousands and thousands. And even if I do, those that watch me love me. Mwah. This is so cringy.
ganging up on him. They were ganging up on him. It was I counted eight Gestapo thugs, but at least 5 of them were engaged in beating his ass. So what's super disturbing, like I said, is that there's somebody in red filming the video from like point blank range with a better view, and it looks like they've already detained that person and they're probably trying to get rid of the evidence. Guys, this is what I'm saying. This country, we're in the midst of moral collapse. There is no more law and order. There are no more checks and balances.
No checks
Nobody
and
trusts
balances.
the professionalism of the feds because there is no professionalism.
There's
the whole
no
point is that they're fascist, terrorist death cult. Like they serve one man, Donald Trump. They are Trump's Gestapo paramilitary. The whole point is that they're terrorizing blue cities and blue states. The whole point is that they're going after immigrants and liberals and leftists.
Terrorizing blue states. Again, terrorizing Minnesota.
And it's time for people to be honest and realize this is a fucking civil war. That's what it is. They declared war. It was MAGA declared war on blue cities and blue states. That's what they did. And then you have Tim Walz, who came out and he was like, you guys got to get the hell out of here now. Meanwhile, what everybody said to him in the replies is like, hey, asshole, call up the National Guard to protect the people of Minnesota. Protect your citizens. They're not doing it. How many times did I tell you after the shooting of Renee Nicole Good? Everybody needs to be super clear. If you're a police officer and you see an ICE Gestapo thug committing a crime, they need to be arrested. They need to be arrested and charged. None of this bullshit, this fake absolute immunity as these people commit the most brazen crimes we've ever seen. No, the police need to be emboldened to arrest the motherfuckers who are committing crimes. And yes, the National Guard needs to be called in, not to help ICE, which is what, in theory, they were going to do. Tim Walz was going to call them in to help ICE and the CBP and the federal asshole. So just, I really am at a loss for words, man. And is this what this country is now? Is this what this country is now every fucking month? Not even every month, every couple weeks now. We're going to have a terrorist, fascist paramilitary gun down innocent people. And then watch, we're going to be totally fucking gaslit by the right, of course, because that's all they know how to do. They are right-wing postmodernists to their core. They're in the midst of a moral collapse. They don't care about what's good, what's just, what's right. All they care about is power. All they care about is control. All they care about is owning the libs and the leftists and destroying their lives. And that's where we're at right now, man. That's where we're at. So immediately DHS sent it to Fox News, I believe. Oh, look, this guy had a gun, and they took a picture of the gun. Ryan Grimm quote tweeted that and said, Trump has unilaterally repealed the Second Amendment, and Americans bearing arms or merely having them legally in their cars can now be executed on the street, apparently. Yeah, again, imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if this was a Democratic administration and you had federal thugs, basically 8 versus 1, flip out and murder somebody in broad daylight. And then the reaction was, well, he had a gun that he wasn't fucking using. A gun that he wasn't using. If you reverse the roles, oh my God, you would never hear the fucking end of it, ever. You would never hear the end of it from the right. But since it's MAGA and the fascist death cult that's doing it, they're totally in favor of it. By the way, federal agents briefly detained in I believe an MS Now reporter, and he was tackled to the ground and a gun was put in his face. We're hearing stories like this all the time. And also, by the way, right now, something was just set on fire in Minneapolis. Minnesota is burning. And, it's going to be a lot of days of unrest because, what are people supposed to do when you cut off all of the regular avenues to get justice and have consequences? What do you think happens? Like, what do you think people are going to do? Tuck their tail between their legs and go away? I know Democratic politicians do that because they're little fucking bitches. I know that. But the people are not going to do that. The people are going to fucking raise hell because you are flat out taking away their freedom, taking away their liberty. They've turned us into a totalitarian police state. That's what this is like. And so I'm not surprised stuff is burning. There's probably going to be more stuff burning. There's probably going to be riots. And I don't want to fucking hear it from the right when they're like, oh, I condemn this. Well, do you condemn murdering people at point blank when it's 8 versus 1 and the person's not a threat? Do you condemn the murder of Renee Good where it was the third shot from the side that killed her and she wasn't a threat? No, what they're going to do is lie, and then hype up anything that the other side does, even if it's just fucking property damage compared to murder of innocent people. They'll act like the property damage is a bigger sin than murdering people, than ICE Gestapo thugs murdering people on a regular fucking basis. They need to get the fuck out of there. And Democratic officials need to wake up. Jacob Fryer, whatever his name is, the Minneapolis mayor, this motherfucker should say, cop, you have the green light to arrest ICE Gestapo thugs who are committing crimes. Tim Walz needs to send in the National Guard to protect the people, to protect the protesters. The people are not the problem here. The people are not the problem. I saw somebody tweeted, hey, here's a question. Who killed more people in Minnesota within the month? Was it undocumented immigrants or was it ICE? Or was it the feds? Like, we know who the criminals are. You're not going to fucking gaslight us out of this, bro. It's just not going to happen. And then finally, I wanted to tell you guys this. ICE is currently creating a watch list of anyone and everyone who films them, a DHS source told Ken Klippenstein. And there's actually a video of one of these ICE Gestapo thugs recording somebody, and the person goes, well, what are you doing? And the guy basically gives the game away. The guy says, well, we're going to put you in this nice little database. You're now a terrorist. So because you recorded federal thugs, you're now in a database. Because you're using your constitutional rights in what's supposed to be a free country, you're now in a federal database. So this is NSPM 7 in action, y'all. That's what this is. This is what NSPM 7 looks like in action. And the consequences are going to be absolutely dire. So people need to wake the fuck up. Don't even get me started on the Democrats who literally just funded ICE. They just did. 7 Democrats broke and voted with Republicans to fund ICE. And this is after the shooting of Renee Nicole Good. And now there was another fucking federal murder. Okay? So grow the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Do your fucking job. The Democratic voters are not standing for this. They're not going to take it. We're not just going to be fucking murdered in the street. Trump has declared war on innocent people in this country. He's declared war on liberals and leftists and blue cities. And
he's declared war. He's declared war. No, this was in Minnesota. Right around the block from where my husband said he was filming, and they came up to him and started messing with him. He was just filming. An innocent bystander. That's what I'm saying. You could just be standing there doing your thing. The next thing you know, boom, you're dead by ICE agent. They treated that situation like they were thugs.
And Democrats are still sitting around with their fucking thumbs up their ass, acting like there's no problem. The Democratic politicians. The people know what's up, but the Democratic politicians are scared of their own fucking shadow. They're in the corner in the cup chair.
Yeah, they scared.
So I need them to wake the fuck up.
Me too.
And understand what's going on here. Allow the cops to arrest the ICE Gestapo thugs.
Hello. It's time to wake up. The thugs are out in real force. Okay? And we need to do something about it. Donald Trump needs to pick up his thugs. I got us some candles just in case we go out from the storm. Because it's raining, it is storming, ain't nobody going nowhere. There's some people out there riding around and they're thinking they can drive. They better get home and get still. Because as soon as that sucker turns colder, that's it. No, there's something happening in Maine. You okay, let's go back.
Who commit crimes and send in the National Guard to protect the protesters. ICE and CBP and all these federal goons need to get the fuck out of there and just prepare yourself mentally for what we're about to see. You're going to see Stephen Miller and Donald Trump and JD Vance and all these fucking psychopath, sociopath, dead-eyed, disgusting terrorist death cult losers. They're all going to pretend like, oh, no, this was self-defense. Everything we've ever done is self-defense, even though it's very clearly not at all. So, really horrible stuff, y'all. Really horrible stuff. My heart goes out to everybody in Minnesota, everybody in Minneapolis, everybody who's on, experiencing this. I think it's time for...
This is panic. ICE panics over new footage. We'll come back to you. I like him. My husband watches him. He was on Piers Morgan's the other day. He got in Piers Morgan's butt. He was not playing around. I would like to show that video. Okay, playlist. Remember this real quick? Remember this?
Up the suitcases. This person wrote on TikTok, they almost kissed. Another person writes, now that's awkward. This person pointed out that she nicked his sunglasses, so uncomfortable. And you can see during the pictures his sunglasses are
Okay,
kind of...
here we go. Take a look at this. This is right before they kill him. See?
Let's go around.
See, did you see that? Did you see that, guys? I'm gonna show you one more time. That's right before they shoot him. They're pushing back on him. He's videotaping. Did you see that, Lisa? Yeah, pick it up and bend it. The Piers Morgan. That was good. Wow, that is so sad, Michelle. Okay. That's the guy that ends up dying. Regular guy.
Let's go around.
Here's Ice.
That is video that surfaced moments before. He walks up, and in the slowed down footage, you see him remove it from the man's waistband. All right, we have new video footage of ICE's most recent murder in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And it's stunning that
This is the man. Just a regular old guy, just videotaping, doing his thing, not doing nothing, not messing with ICE. ICE is effing with him.
I even had to say ICE's most recent murder, but that is the America that we live in now. Masked men are using disproportionate force against U.S. citizens. In the new footage that we got today,
Disproportionate force against citizens. Look at these bullies, these thugs, these jokers walking up to you, bullying you, telling you what to do and what not to do. Look at this.
honestly looks like an assassination. I'm just going to say it. They assassinated a U.S. citizen after taking away his firearm simply because he was peacefully recording ICE. We have video footage.
Peacefully recording ICE. This is right up until he passed away, till they killed him, till they murdered him. They murdered this man, assassinated him like a fire squad, according to Marine. Look at this.
Of the moments leading up to the shooting, and I want to show you slow down video footage of an ICE agent removing this bystander's weapon, removing the 37-year-old victim's weapon, and then they essentially dump bullets into his motionless body. I'm sorry to use such crass language, but that is the only way to describe the assassination that we saw from ICE agents earlier today. I want to break up the narrative that is being pushed by this administration and by right-wing influencers, because just like in the case of Renee Nicole Good, they, in the immediate aftermath, are making conclusive statements.
They're making, listen to this. This is so good. He looks like a dad. He does. He looks like an innocent little dad that's not going to see his kids anymore, Lisa. This is Adam Markler that's speaking. Adam.
Calling him a domestic terrorist and saying he was trying to kill
Saying that he was a domestic terrorist and he was trying to kill people
around him. In this video,
he was trying to kill people around him. They called him a domestic violence and he was trying to kill the people around him. Does he look like he was trying to kill anybody around him? Does he look like he was messing with anybody? Do you see a gun? I'm not sure of the Looks can be deceiving. Debbie, this man looks like he's just got his phone and talking in his phone. And it looked like these two thugs are coming up on him. Let's see.
We will not make any conclusive statements because the investigation is just beginning. But what I will do is show you the footage so you can decide with your own eyes. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the Adam Mocker feed if you appreciate these videos. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the first video footage that we have, which was taken by somebody driving by in a car. Now, don't worry, the shooting isn't going to play. I'm not even going to show the shooting in this video in its entirety, but right here, this is where it begins. Now, just to mute it, a car drives past and you see the 37-year-old victim recording ICE agents. More ICE agents hop out of a car and walk up to escalate further. You see this masked ICE agent, and then you see one hop out of a car right behind him. These are the ICE agents that will be involved in the shooting that takes place only in a few seconds. Now, as they begin to walk up, they put hands on him. This is very clear. They escalate, they put hands on him. But the ICE agents are the ones that begin physically assaulting a United States citizen for exercising his First Amendment rights. Not only are you constitutionally allowed to record agents, but the Supreme Court has said multiple times, they have upheld multiple times that you can stand there and record. But under Trump's ICE, under the Trump administration, he has emboldened masked ICE agents to tackle and detain U.S. citizens for simply recording. Multiple constitutional rights have been stripped away, from the ability to record ICE agents to the ability to enjoy yourself in your private property without your door getting effing busted down, to due process.
Yeah.
The entirety of due process has been subverted by this administration multiple times, and you see a version of that here. You see the stripping of constitutional rights when the 37-year-old victim is pushed by these ICE agents. I'm going to unmute it.
Let's go around.
That is video that surfaced moments before. Now, we know after that, he is shot not only once by an ICE agent, but then almost a dozen more times while he's laying motionless on the ground. That is a despicable, excessive use of force. You cannot argue that this was self-defense or this was anything other than assassination when he is lying there motionless and they're still shooting. Now, the argument coming from the administration has been, thus far, that he had a weapon and was discharging that weapon, therefore putting people around him in danger. But just like in the case of Renee...
I'm sick of this administration and their freaking lies. Stop lying to the American people. This man was not waving his gun, trying to shoot at people, and he wasn't a domestic terrorist. He's a liar. Donald Trump is a bold-faced liar. He's lying on the citizens of America. This is pathetic. He's lying.
Still shooting. Now, the argument coming from the administration has been, thus far, that he had a weapon and was discharging that weapon, therefore putting people around him in danger. But just like in the case of Renee Nicole Good, they are lying to your face, and we have the video. This slowed down video will disprove what they are saying, because you see an ICE agent remove the weapon, the legal weapon, from this 37-year-old. To add context, listen to Mayor Jacob Frey break down what he saw in this video.
I just saw a video.
Throw it to her in her hand.
More than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death.
Okay.
How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values? How many times must local and national leaders must plead with you, Donald Trump, to end this operation and recognize that this is not creating safety in our city? As you'll hear from Director Sayer in just a second, we have seen these kinds of operations in other places, in other countries, but not here in America.
Yep.
not in a way where a great American city is being invaded by its own federal government.
Thank you to Mayor Jacob Frey for actually standing up, calling it like it is, and slicing through this MAGA BS. While he's speaking, there are insane scenes coming out of Minneapolis on the ground. You see ICE agents taking turns, shooting flashbang grenades and tear gas into the crowd. Over and over, they are just taking turns. When the camera pans in 1 second over to these ICE agents on the right-hand side, and then the ICE agents proceed to advance onto the protesters, further firing more and more pepper balls. It looks like pepper spray. It looks like anything they can use, they are using. I want to show you this 70-year-old who says, "I'm 70 and I'm effing angry," before disappearing into the gas behind him.
Look out! Down! Just chill. Okay. I'm fine. I didn't breathe anything. I'm just angry. I'm 7 years old. Fucking angry. Oh, fuck off.
He's upset.
He said, "I'm 70 years old and I'm effing angry." If you think that people were mad before, wait until what happens after this administration continues to escalate. Then the 70-year-old disappears into the gas like a badass, never to return on camera. While this is all happening, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara is explaining who the victim was, a 37-year-old
On
male.
the information that we have, which is very limited, this is a 37-year-old white male who is a Minneapolis resident, and we believe he is an American citizen. We have not been told any official reports of what has led up to the shooting, but we have seen the video that is circulating on social media.
As the local police are saying, hey, the investigation is still ongoing, we only have videos, the Trump administration is jumping to conclusions and already saying that this man was trying to shoot everybody around him. Well, we're not going to make any conclusive statements, but we can say that that is absolute BS coming from this administration. The man in the gray jacket that's standing right here walks up in this slow motion, slowed down version of the full video and removes the weapon from the 37-year-old victim's holster. Watch. He walks up and in the slowed down footage, you see him remove it from the man's waistband. And if I pause it right here, you can see that he now has a weapon in his hand, which he further walks away with. The man right here in this jacket walks up, doesn't have a gun as he's walking up in his hand. There's nothing in his hand whatsoever. And then as he's walking away, he has this gun in his hand. We will not let this administration lie to us and gaslight us. I am so happy that Mayor Jacob Frey is out there saying this.
So, to President Trump, this is a moment to act like a leader. Put Minneapolis, put America first in this moment. Let's achieve peace. Let's end this operation, and I'm telling you, our city will come back. Safety will be restored. We're asking for you to take action now to remove these federal agents.
What disturbs me the most is that conservatives are always saying open carry is good. People should have more access to guns. But when we see a U.S. citizen exercising his Second Amendment right and walking around with an open carry, ICE executes him. ICE executes a man for exercising his Second Amendment and his First Amendment right because they don't like what he has to say. Absolutely disgusting and despicable. I'm going to leave it there. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Lady Leticia, Leticia, Lady Leticia, Lady Leticia.
We're under siege, guys. The Trump administration is already lying about this domestic terrorist, saying that it was a domestic terrorist attack. And the gentleman was not attacking anyone. The whole video was shown. He was a white gentleman standing there videotaping it, well within his rights to do so. And then all of a sudden they killed him. They did. They killed this white American gentleman citizen of the United States. A thugadoo. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to come back and talk about Megan. Put a 2 in the chat if you think we should just do it another day. Because it's an ice day. Oh, Debbie says do it another day. Answer questions. What about you? Pick it up and bend it. No, there's Prince Harry takes on. I would close this down and make a new one. Prince Harry takes on Donald Trump. Meghan Markle, Netflix flop. I say we come back and do Meghan Markle. Bye, guys. Shame on Icy Dew. Shame on them. Shame, shame, shame. Shamey do, shamey do. And shame on this administration. Bye, Lisa. Lisa. So good to see you, girlfriend. I'll be back. I'm going to go get me a beer. It's ice day. Stay in and drink. And I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about Megadoo.
That showed the patronage of the State Department to State Department employees who would go and support Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign.
What?
The records that we released on Friday that were OD. That's the reason for pulling that document, which, by the way,
former CIA Director John Brennan, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, former FBI Director James Comey, former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and many others. Director of National Trump then negotiated to an increase of $150 billion, making it a $550 billion deal for the American people. And
I don't like her. The White House press secretary. She's full of it. Yeah, I'm coming right back, Michelle Lee. I'm coming right back. I'll be right back, guys.